Hi, so this week I've picked myself up a new trail cam. This is the Ceyomur CY95. So it comes in this nice compact box, so that obviously gives me the impression it's going to be pretty small. So we'll open up and have a little look at the contents. So straight away it's boxed up really nicely, I'm liking that. And then we'll take the camera out, which is nicely wrapped. And then we'll have a little look, and it's a camera that looks very similar to ones I've used in the past. I'll just open it up, and the inside looks very similar. You've got 4 AA battery slot in the top, but obviously there's a big solar panel on it as well. We've got the SD card that's already pre-installed. So 32 gig micro SD card, which is going to record lots of video footage, we hope. And then we'll just turn it into the middle. This just gives you the initial startup, shows you the nice bright screen. So take off all the protection on the front so we can get it all ready. So a quick overview. So it's a nice size, really big solar panel on the top. It's got a 5200 milliamp battery internally, so that should be able to keep you going for a good decent amount of time if your AA batteries give up. It's got the attachments on the back, so you can screw in to the screw hole where if you want to permanently mount it, you can also put straps on it. So in the box, so this is the mount that you can mount it to a wall permanently. That's your strap. It also comes with a USB-C cable if you want to plug it in directly, and then an instruction manual, which is good for some people, but we'll go straight into it. So you just click on this button there at the top and it will bring you to the menu, and then there's loads of settings. So this is where you need to go through, take your time. So you want to change the sensitivity. Most people want it quite high. You can change the delay, how long it takes. You can change your recording settings, how long you want them for, so you can have them for seconds or minutes. The video quality, for me, I always like it as high as possible. I want the best possible quality. You can set it so it'll take just photos or it can take videos as well. And obviously it also takes stills. And also because it takes stills, you might want to change the settings so it will go to a better quality. Don't forget though, the bigger the quality, the higher the file size. And then the final thing I do is just set the time and the date, because it's always nice to have an appropriate time and date so you know when the animals have been moving around in the night. So I'll just switch it off, and then I'll pop in some 4 AA batteries. I always use rechargeable ones. It's personal preference. I don't think these really require anything specific. And then as you can scroll down, you can check the battery percentage on it as well. So going over to my phone now. So if you click this Wi-Fi looking button, you'll get this QR code. So you scan the QR code and it will take you to the App Store. And then the app opens and then you just need to download it. So this just takes a couple of minutes. So I'm going to get it set up outside first. So as you can see, you switch it to the fully on button. There'll be a countdown, the screen goes off. This means it's in recording mode. So just lock it all up to make sure you keep it watertight so for when it rains. And as you can see, I just use a little bit of a wooden stick in the back. I have it positioned at the back of my garden, facing out towards some bushes at the back where we tend to get a lot of wildlife walking round. So going back to the phone, we'll log on to the app. You just have to agree to a couple of things and then just click connect. Again, it'll take a couple of minutes to connect to the camera itself. So this is actually currently in the house, so this is why there's nothing on the screen. I'll show it in the minute where we've got it set up outside. And then if you just click the button at the bottom to camera, you can see some camera footage that are recorded. And then you can click on your phone and then you can start going through and seeing what wildlife's been going through your garden. You can click the arrow buttons left or right. So this will click you to the previous or the next footage. So as you can see, some nighttime footage here. Looks really good, looks really clear. Very happy with that. And then the cogwheel at the bottom, that's obviously for your settings. So it's nice that you can go in and remotely change your settings. So if you did put them on a lower setting and you wanted to change, or you put it on a higher setting, you can do that remotely. You don't have to go back out to the camera and make the adjustments. And this is a quick view from the camera now. So this is live footage. So I've logged in with my phone and now this is what's going on outside. Sometimes people like myself like to just put the SD cards into the computer. So I'll pop the SD card in. As you can see, it's quite easy to navigate. You just click through and then you can find your files and then you can load them all up. The big plus point with this camera is they're saved in MP4 format, which is universal. So on the previous camera that I've had, you've had to download the videos to your phone, and that transfers them to a different format, and then you can put them onto whatever you want. Whereas this one, it's quite easy. You can just drag and drop and then put them onto any video editing software, and it makes it easier for the likes of me to create a video. So in conclusion, I'm a big fan of this Ceyomur 4K camera. So the 4K footage that I've had so far is really good, especially at night time. I'm a big fan of that. I would like to mention is the microphone on it. The sound pickup is very good. It's picking up noises in the distance that other cameras that I've used haven't done. The fact that it's got a solar panel on the top is always what I tend to look for. It's got a big 5200 milliamp battery internally, so that's going to keep you going for a long time if your AA batteries do give up. I love the fact that it comes with a 32 gig SD card. I know sometimes the SD cards aren't always of the highest quality, so it may be something that you look at to change it in the near future. But from what I've been using, I've had no failed recordings, so I'm very happy with this. Obviously this may change over time, but for the foreseeable, I'm quite happy. Internally, it does look similar to a previous camera that I reviewed many years ago, but externally it's very different. So far it's doing the job, it's making the recordings, and I'm happy. I'll leave the link in the description for where you can buy it from. Hopefully you check it out. If you have any other questions or any other tests you'd like me to complete, then please leave it in the comments. But thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe.